All right, everybody, welcome back. We are at the front of the C5 Corvette now. We are going to be upgrading some of the suspension here in the front to Z06 type suspension. We got the Z06 front shock. That's the part number there. We got the greasable thick moog sway bar link. And we got some polyurethane front sway bar bushings. This combo here should get us close to feeling like Z06 suspension. We got some stainless steel brake lines we're going to put on as well. We did have some front isolator bushings for the spring, but we're going to save that for another time in the sake of getting this vehicle back on the ground because it's been up for about 2 months now. We don't like it. So when I get this thing done today, hopefully. Right here, some 15mm bolts. Here's the easiest way. You're honestly going to be able to do this in the quickest way. So first and foremost, get an 18mm wrench and socket here. That'll take this sway bar end link off. You get rid of that. These here are 15mm. They have shims behind them most of the time. Keep the shims in the same spot. Go ahead and take those 4 bolts off. That'll swing this forward and allow you to get this whole shock out. There's a 15mm nut up there. You're gonna hold that stem. It's a 1/4 inch, something like that. Hold it with an adjustable. And then there's 2 13mm bolts down there. So those should all come out, and there's a nut on the underside of that. Down inside there, there's a nut. So that should all come off pretty easy with hand tools, no impact. We're gonna get everything off and show you how it looks. All right, we took the sway bar end link out there. And as you can see, the Moog one is greasable, and it's massive compared to the stock one on the right. Sometimes the stock ones are plastic. We've seen before, but this one's actually aluminum. It's much thicker, much heavier, just beefier overall, and it's serviceable. The next thing you want to do is go ahead and take that top nut off there. Again, we have a small adjustable wrench on the top holding that hex, and just using the open-ended 15. Take about a minute or two, just spin that entire nut off. It'll pop up a little bit. It's not going to do any damage. And then go ahead and take off those lower 13s there. And we got a jack just underneath it supporting the whole assembly in case anything jumps. All right, we got the top free. We got the bottom free. And as you can see, the shock can be moved in here, but it cannot be taken out because of the design of the controller arm. The shock would have to either be compressed, or the easiest way is to go ahead and just remove these 4 bolts here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to take those 4 out, and this whole arm is going to swing out towards the outside of the car, giving you more than enough room to pull this shock out. Alright, it was super easy to get out. As you see there, we just have it supported so it's not pulling on anything. Disconnected those 4 bolts, and the shock slid right out. Those are the shims that I had mentioned. There's 2 of them on this one, and on the back side there was none. Make sure you keep them in the exact order and position when they fall out of wherever they were on your car, if there is any. That is highly important. And then we're going to come over here, take a look at all of this, and what a massive upgrade that Z06 shock is. It's so much thicker. And then take a look at the sway bar suspension link there. The Moog one is serviceable and thicker. And there goes that stainless steel Russell brake line. This whole little setup for the front end is going to be amazing. We're going to get it all swapped on, see how it looks. Take a look at the inside here and why checking out shocks that are about 20 years old is a good idea. As you can see there, that's the original shock. The foam is starting just to go out on it everywhere. Ozone's just eating it up. And that's the Z06 new one. OEM, GM. So yeah, it's definitely good to replace these things after a while. Even if there's no signs of leaking, you could have some other issues like this. Alright, we got all 4 of those bolts tightened back in. You're going to have to look up your own torque specs for it, because each Corvette's different. Highly recommend getting a service manual for these cars, because a lot of things have changed over the years. So we'll come down, and we've got the shock in there. We've got the sway bar end link just loosened up in there. And then we put the Prothane bushing on there and put the grease in there. That's very easy to get off It's just held on with two 13mm bolts and a little clamp. So push that back up, get it on. We're gonna get this brake line changed out here. It's real easy. That's a 1/2 inch or 13mm. Pry that out with a screwdriver, that clip. 13mm down there. Take it off and then we'll get the brake split out. Alright, that about wraps it up for converting this front end to a semi Z06 Corvette front end. We got the Z06 shock in there. We got polyurethane sway bar bushings, upgraded end links. We got a stainless steel brake line. So all that's in there. Get the wheel back on, torque it. We're going to take it for a test drive and see how it rides.